Welcome to the Wokest Warren, where we have the wokest discourse. I'm sure my two fans, one of whom is my stepdad, are going to be really happy that I've decided to start recording these again. It's snowing and cold outside, so I decided, I have time for this. So I'm reading this book by Gabriel Rockhill. It's called Who Paid the Pipers of Western Marxism? Okay, what this book is about is basically about how we're all brainwashed by the media. I don't think that's a controversial statement. I think that everybody agrees, whether you're a liberal or a conservative, that at least the American people are brainwashed by the media. And, I'm not telling you anything you don't know when I say that the people who own the media have a stake in making sure that you stay brainwashed. That's why they do it. They are rich. They want to keep their money, so they create news to confuse you. Right now, I guess the United States is going to war with Venezuela. I was talking about it with my friend earlier today on the phone, and he said, is there a person in the world dumb enough to think that this is about something other than oil? And yeah, I don't think there is. I think everybody knows that it's about oil, but that's because the propaganda machine is failing. If you remember after 9/11, how rah the media got everybody in America worked up into a frenzy of bloodlust for the war. That was propaganda that was used effectively. The Trump regime is fairly incompetent and sloppy. They don't care. They don't care to do a good job of propaganda. I think that they care to send messages to their base, only because Trump is a total narcissist, because he's not running for re-election, right? So in the past, it was because he needed to rile his base up to come vote for him. Now it's just his narcissism. So the machine isn't as tight as it once was. Trump is failing. Trump is declining. So I've seen very, very, very little propaganda to make this war with Venezuela appear to be anything but about oil. Now, Trump likes to say blah, blah, blah about drugs. First of all, we know that the CIA is the one who sold crack to American cities. So, everybody, literally everybody knows that. I can go down the street, find someone who did not graduate from high school and say, did you know that the CIA sold crack in American cities to get money to buy weapons? And they would be like, of course, everyone knows this. So where am I going with this? I'm wondering if it will start to fray. If the propaganda isn't effective, will Americans just do the same thing, which is struggle through their daily lives trying to get by and pay the rent? Or is it possible that we are on the precipice of counterintelligence, counter propaganda. You know, because propaganda goes both ways. We can create our own propaganda, which is what I'm doing right now with this video. You can create your own propaganda too. I don't think that the war is getting the attention that it otherwise would because of the healthcare crisis. Frankly, a lot of people are in very serious financial straits with regard to being able to continue to remain insured in 2026. It doesn't help that the hospital closed. There's a lot of things that don't help, right? It doesn't help that they also cut SNAP benefits. It doesn't help that they cut like job training programs for manufacturing in Ohio. It doesn't help that they cut all the funding for the food banks. So yeah, nobody gives a shit about Venezuela. And I'm not saying you should. I'm not saying you should. What I'm saying is that things are just fucked right now. And I just want to talk to you about it. So I'll be making some more videos in the coming weeks, days, etc. And I probably will not be talking as much about local issues as international issues. But I definitely want to focus on healthcare. So I look forward to sharing those ideas with you. Thanks.